Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm LeetCoder, and if you guys are new to my channel, I pretty much do LeetCode style questions and try to explain things in the most simplistic way possible. And today I have this very interesting problem for you guys. It's called add two numbers. So let's read the problem statement. So it says that we were given a linked list, right? We given a linked list that contains non-negative integers. So pretty much saying it contains positive integers, right? And then the digits are stored in reverse order. So that's kind of a good thing because we don't have to worry about reversing it ourselves, and everything's in reverse, so it's pretty convenient. And then they're asking us to add the two numbers that's represented in a linked list, right, together to and return the answer as a linked list as well, right? That's what it says right here. And then it says, doesn't contain any leading zeros, so we don't have to worry about that. That's good. So yeah, the numbers are still in reverse order, right? You could look at this. You see 2, 4, 3. But it's actually 3, 4, 2, right? And then 4, 6, 5. And then that gives us 807, right? And that's what you see when they showed us this example, right? So the way that I'm thinking about approaching this problem is we need to create a new list of nodes that's going to contain our results, right? So we're going to create this dummy head, right? The dummy head is just going to serve that purpose, just to hold the reference to the list that we're about to create, right? Yeah, so and then we're going to iterate through both lists, and as we're doing that, we're also going to have a sum variable. The sum variable is going to allow us to add the numbers at their specific spot, right? And then put it in our output output list that we're going to do. So as we're adding, right, we also, when we're doing that, also got to worry about the carry, right? Because the carry is very important because it's going to affect the next spot when we're going through it as well, right? And we could only have one digit at a particular spot, right? So let's look at an example real quick. So let's space this right here. As you guys can see, so we have essentially we're trying to add 19 and 21, right? So the way we're going about it is so the sum will be, for this particular spot, right, will be 9 plus 1 is 10, right? So we put a 0 and then we carry the 1 right there, right? That's the carry that's going to allow us to add it. That's the whole purpose. So sum is equal to 1 now, and then 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4. So sum at this particular spot is 4, which gives us the total that we're expecting, which is 40, right? Which is pretty good. So that's kind of the approach that we're going to take, right? So let's go ahead and code that up, and you'll see for yourself, and hopefully it makes more sense. So right now we're going to create our dummy head, right? Right? Our dummy head called dummy. So we just, yeah, so it's going to be just a head, right? For a dummy list, right? So let's give it a arbitrary number, so it doesn't matter. And then we also going to have take reference to it. So this variable is going to help us populate the list, right? So dummy is going to stay at the top, at the head, right? And then the variable that I'm using right now is going to help me keep creating new node and advance forward, right? So let's go to dummy, right? And then we're going to have this while loop. It's going to allow us to iterate through, right? So while the L1 is not null, right? We're going to keep on, or L2, right, is not null, right? Second number is not null. We can keep on adding. So remember to have the carry on the outside as well, right? And carries go to 0. And after that, this is where the magic happens, right? So end sum, the sum at every spot, right, is going to equal to the carry. And then after we do that, we also have to check if L1 is not null. If L1 is not null, that means there's a number at this particular spot that I can use to add, right? So the way that I'm going to do it, I'm going to add sum plus, right, L1 that val, right? Right, and then we move this L1 one step forward, right, by L1 that next, right? And also the same thing, we do the same thing for the second number. We also check if the second number is not null as well, right? If it's not null, we add the value for it, right? And then we also move it one step forward. And then once we have we add all the numbers together, right? The number that we're going to store in that particular spot, right? For this example, 2 plus 5 is 7. So we check L1 is not null, right? As you guys can see, L1 is not null. So it's 2. So sum right now is equal to 2. And then it goes there. Is the 5, is L2 null? No, not yet. So it adds 5 as well. So 2 plus 5 is 7, right? And then we have 7 there. And then that's where we're going to store 7 at this particular spot right there. So the way we're going to do that is to have cure that next is equal to a new node, right? Because we need to create a new node object so we could hold all the data that we need. So there's something interesting that's going to happen there. So there's going to be, the value is going to be sum mod 10, right? So it's going to give us a value between 0 and 9. So let's say we got like 2 plus 5, 7, right? It's gonna 7 mod 10 is 7, so it's gonna store 7 at this particular spot, right? Just like if it was 17, let's say we had like oh yeah, sorry guys, my phone. So we do that, and after we do that, we need to move cur one step forward, right? To go on to the next number, right? So cur will be at 7 now, right? And then we move, since we just moved it one more step forward. So after we do that, we also need to worry about the carry for that particular spot, right? So we need to worry about that. So we do sum divided by 10. Sum divided by 10 is going to give us, the carry over. So let's say we had 5 plus 5, so we will store 0 there, right? So let's look at the example, right? We got 2 plus 7, that's 2 plus 5, 7. And then we go here, right? There's no carry. 4 plus 6 is 10. And then we do, we store 10 mod 10 is 0, right? And then we go, the carry now is 10 mod, 10 divided by 10 is 1. So there's a carry over 1, right? Carries over here, right? So it's 1 plus 3. It's 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. And that's how we got 8 right here, right? So after we do that, okay, and after we do that, we also need to worry about if once carry gets outside of this, right, for the last number, it checks if the carry is not 0. If carry is not 0, then we need to put that number as well, right? So let's say we had like 5 plus 5, right? So we were in 0, and then the carry will be 1. So we need to account for that when we're finishing off, right? Can't just go off like that. We need to store every digit, right, as much as possible. So this node is going to go to carry. All right. So, and then that's it. And then pretty much we just return dummy, right, at next, right? Dummy is the dummy node, and then it points to the head of the output list, right? That's where we return dummy at next. Pretty much it was 0, then 0 points to 7. So that's the other node. So now it seems like we got everything correct. So let's click on run code. See if we pass this small test case. Okay, it says I'm expecting that. All right. Let's check again. All right, seems like we went through. Let's check all the test cases. Nice, looks like everything went through, right? Yeah, guys, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. And so let me know any feedback. Let me know in the comment section. If you guys are new here, like I said, subscribe because I'll be uploading a lot more stuff. So I'll see you guys in the next video.